Alright, guys, in this lecture, we're gonna learn about something more about getting, keeping, and growing customers. Develop your get customer strategy. Use the way people make decisions to guide your acquisition and activation strategy. Determine who your audience is. Then your goal is to be prominent wherever they spend time on web. What kind of content will they find attractive? Make sure your content works in location. Quora, Twitter, and Facebook users expect short, interesting items and get bogged down with or ignore the long ones. Well, short items are, more catchy. Participate in the community. Your customers are a part of it. Create content that people want to link to. Helpful tips, FAQs, cartoons, and fun videos. Earned or free acquisition tactics. Public relations. Generate small test accounts of news and features coverage about the problem. Viral marketing. This often confused terms refers to referrals at various levels. Search engine optimization, a paid or an unpaid or natural search option, directs consumers to the products or service. Social networking encourages friends and early customers to blog about product or a company. Use Facebook to like it or use Twitter and other tools to broadcast personal recommendations. Paid acquisition techniques, pay-per-click advertising. We have this on Facebook as well. Targetable, accountable paid search advertising on Google and other search engines drives targeted traffic to the company. Online or traditional media advertising, often used to introduce a new product or service. Affiliate marketing, other related websites are paid to drive traffic to the product, site, or app. That's called affiliate marketing. Online lead generation, purchase of permission-based mail list to select interest, much trickier and more highly regulated for direct to mobile phone messaging. Okay, then you have your customer acquisition test. Customer acquisition test should be limited to controllable, inexpensive, easily measured tactics like these. Buy 500 worth of AdWords and see if they'll drive customers representing 5 or 10 times that amount in potential revenue to the site or app, and at least get them to register. Use Facebook messages or tweet to measurable audiences to invite at least 1,000 people to explore the new product. Test several different messages or invitations to be sure messaging about the product is clear. If none of the messages deliver engagement or restrictions, the product or offer may well be the problem. You're gonna have to change that product. Customer acquisition tests. Viral marketing. Getting customer can't start until there is a customer base to viralize post referrals banner. Well, this point means that you're selling high-end Land Cruisers in an area where people cannot buy. So that might be your customer base. You need to change. You need to move on to an upscale area. Post referral banners, using commission junction to get sites offering your offer. Spend $1,000 in referral fees to relevant websites. Usually $12 per referrals. If the banners run and the money is largely unspent, move on. Email blast list. Buy an email blast list of targeted customers for $500 or $1,000. Send at least 2 versions of the offer and expect to generate at least 3 times the potential revenue to at least sign up, if not a purchase. Traffic partners are another important source of users or customers that fuel the get effort. These are typically contractual relationships with other companies that provide predictable streams of customers or users to your company, while you provide either customers or fees to the partner. Who is creating this content? Successful web mobile startups team have a combination of skills: great technology skills, hacking, hardware science, great hustling skills to search for a business model, customers and market, great user-facing design, the co-founder who the user interface design expertise owns content created without legions of hourly rate agency folk around. Okay, then you have your customer activation tactics to test. For web mobile businesses, activation is the choke point, means it is the make break place where customers decide whether they want to participate, play, or purchase. Unlike the physical channel, the product itself is the salesman, encouraging visitors to explore, try, or read about the product on their own without pressure or patter from the sales representative. Many startups falsely assume that because their customers are online communication is all their customers want or expect. Very often, even a single phone call can make a dramatic, you know, change. Some quick activation test: capture the customer's email address and get permission to follow up. With further information, follow up with 1,000 customers and expect at least 50 or more to agree. Offer incentives for activation. Offer a free trial, download, and white paper, or a significant discount to 500 or 1,000 customers. Try this with at least three different offers, hoping to find at least one that generates a 5% or greater response rate. Keep testing until you do, and then calculate the revenue model based on the response rates and cost. Call 100 prospects who don't activate immediately. See if the phone calls generate enough of the response rate improvement to warrant the cost. 3 times response rate is probably needed. Okay, another quick activation test slide is here. Free to paid conversion. Offer a 7 or 14-day trial of an app, service, or web mobile. Okay, that's another method. Use free downloaded websites to offer the downloads or trials. Okay, make sure the revenue generated over a 90-day period exceeds that of the standard activation offer. That's how you're gonna keep your customers. Outreach program, product updates, contest events, loyalty programs, blogs, RSS emails. Keeping customers in the web mobile channel. Keeping customers in the web mobile channel has the same goal as retention efforts in the physical world, to minimize customer churn attrition by providing great products and services and interacting with customers often. Retention is done more easily online, where companies have the incredible power and the ability to track and monitor every single prospect's or customer's individual behavior or lack of behavior without violating their privacy. Okay, customers retention strategy. Retention programs live or die by a close monitoring of customer behavior to learn who's staying and who's leaving and why. It's critical to instrument the product not in order to track everything, but in order to follow the most important customer behaviors you want to improve. For example, track start dates and source for each customer referred by a blogger, another site. Level individually: how often do you come? How long is each visit? What's the time span between visits? What do customers abandon and what were they doing caused them to do so? Monitor customers' behavior on site. What do they click on? What do they don't click on? Track customers' referrals, do others, and the sources and activity levels of visitors. Guidelines for testing customer retention strategy. Email is easy to ignore and at times feels like spam, so be careful about overly relying on it. At least 4 out of 5 emails are never opened, and consumers often unsubscribe from self-serving marketing emails. Consumers often resent Fox personalization. People appreciate legitimate, helpful personalization if they've opted. Okay, then you have your customer retention strategy. Retention programs live or die by close monitoring of customer behavior to learn who's staying and who's leaving and why. It's critical to instrument the product not in order to track everything, but in order to follow the most important customer behaviors you want to improve. For example, track start dates and source of each customer, referred by a blogger, another site, etc. Track customers' activity level individually. How often do they come? How long is each visit? What is the time span between visits? When do customers abandon and what were they doing that caused them to do so? Monitor customers' behavior on site. What do they click on? What do they don't click on? Track customers' referrals to others, sources, and activity level of referred visitors. Guidelines for testing your customer retention strategy. Email is easy to ignore and at times feels like spam, so be careful about overly relying on it. At least 4 out of 5 emails are never opened. That we have done. Guidelines for testing. Don't get lazy and make automated marketing and email programs your only customer retention efforts. Focus on great product, focus enhancements, terrific service, and other retention initiatives. Embrace social networks as points of retention. Use them to keep visibility high and to invite customers and friends back often. The key for retention for web mobile channel is that the data customers have given. You make the personalized retentions for GC, but you need to collect it. Observe each customer's outreach programs, including welcome mails, how-to guides, and phone calls, thanking the users for coming abroad, and offering simple tips on how to get more of the product. Consider retention emails like this. We haven't seen you visit in 2 weeks and everything okay? I've noticed you have a few problems. How can we help? Have you seen some of the new features on our site? Okay, here are 5 power user ideas for getting more out of your time at xyz.com. Okay, another technique for your retention of customers might be blogs, RSS, and newsfeed to further engage customers or users with the product or site. Loyalty programs that encourage and reward repeat visits, purchases, or referrals borrowed from the physical channel. Contests and special events, webinars, special guests, new features, and other reasons for current customers to come back. Mobile app push notifications, iOS and Android gives developers the ability to push down messages or even when the app is closed. For developers, getting this right is critical. Retention and the customer engagement. Product updates and enhancements to actual product itself is always drive loyalty and retention. And placing live phone calls to users several weeks or if annual, month or before the contract renewal is a good option if you have the subscription renewal model. Tips and tricks, newsletters, time triggered emails every 7 or 14 days based on users' on-site behavior or lack of visits. Personalized customer service and support conducted digitally as much as possible. Strong digital help tools, FAQs, clubs and newsletters helps with retention as well. Customers lock in high switching costs if they're relatively easy for your customers to switch from the products to your competitors. Monitor and act on at least these basic retention metrics. Signs of dwindling visit, page views or time spent on the site or app, increased time between visits, average customer, how long they stay active and possible later lifetime value, increases in compliance, helps or supports tickets, reduced response rates or open rates on company emails. Okay. 3. There are 2 ways to grow existing customers. Get current customers to spend more money, encourage them to send more customers to the company. Okay. Some of the basic approaches to grow customers. Cross-sell programs that encourage buyers of a product and adjacent products, getting buyers from toner cartridges, for example, to buy paper, pencils, and other offer products. Upselling programs that promote the purchase of more high-end products, for example, buying cases of toner rather than single cartridges or purchase of copier with tender programs. Okay, and then the most important thing is empathy. Let me show you one thing that I have to in this slide. Every thank you or confirmation page should suggest multiple items the customers may also find interesting and ideally provide an incentives for doing so. New item, special offer for discounts increasing. Okay, e-commerce companies should have recommendation engines. If you bought X, you love Y. If you bought Noted, then absolutely you will be loving other Samsung products too. Some simple grow programs to consider. E-commerce companies should include special offers and discounts in each shipment, emails customers to introduce new and different products, add-on features to buy, promote special sales and offers on new products, services the customer hasn't bought. Customers referrals are the most common type of viral marketing, although they obviously can begin until you actually have customers. Grow customer programs. Viral products help sell themselves. Hotmail, Gmail, Facebook, and many other web products and every customer communication by saying, invite a friend to use our service and use powerful and virtually free marketing. effect virality boosts usage of products like Skype, photo backend, and even fax machines. You can talk via Skype with a friend who doesn't have it or fax someone without a fax machine. So customers encourage others to join, expanding the network for their own benefit and process to get new users to our company. How do you get your customers to send more customers to the company? Encourage customers to like the product on the Facebook, offer customers discounts or free trial period to share with friends, enable customers to email their friends using the address books to create mailing list, create contents or incentives to encourage tweeting, liking and other viral activities. How can you get your customers to send more customers to the company? Highlight social networking action buttons on the sites to make viral efforts easy. Encourage bloggers to write about their products and reward them for doing so. Then you have your key resources, hypothesis, physical and web mobile channel. Physical resources, company facilities, office space, company location, product service resources. Financial resources might be corporate partners, government grants, banks, okay. Okay, types of intellectual property protection. Trademark. What is protectable? Branding like Nike, Wash, examples, marks, logos, slogans. Copyright. Creative authorized works, expressions, not ideas, software, songs, movies, website content. YouTube has a tough monitoring system for that and toughest algorithms on the internet. US Digital Millennium Act. If you copy someone's content. Trade secrets. Secrets with economic like Coke recipe, not public technology, customers list formula. NDA as defined in the contract technology business. Patent inventions, new technology. Okay, then what do we have is, hold on. There's one slide remaining. You're not going anywhere. Key resources hypothesis, human resources, personal advisors, mentors, teachers, and coaches. In my case, my mentor is Jack Ma. Company advisors. Okay, qualified and experienced employees. Intellectual property, lessons learned database, algorithms, templates, customized jigs, tools, and fixtures, recipes, trademarks, logo. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys in the next video.